Let's make this fan together, shall we? Now, this hand fan right here is very easy, very simple, and very, very beautiful. So let's jump in. Now, this is the base of the fan I'm going to be using. You can create this base yourself, but I bought this already made base because I believe it is stronger. But you can feel free to make yours yourself. Maybe in a separate video, I would give a tutorial on how to make it. So those are the strips we're going to be using for the tutorial. So we're going to be getting this fabric right here, and we're going to be putting it on top. So I'm getting my fabric gum, and I'll just spread it all over the board right here. And after spreading it all over the board, I'll put the fabric on top of it and just use my hand to massage it down, just press it down in such a way that it stays flat. Now this fabric is stretchy, so it's easy for it to spread. So by the time I'm done, I'll just cut off the excesses. So I'll go ahead and put gum on the back as well. After doing that, I'll also get the fabric and place it on top of it like I did the first time. Just put the gum lavishly on it like that. And by the time you're done, just put the fabric on it like that. Use your hand to press it down, massage it down as much as possible. Then I did that for the edges as well. And this right here is what it looks like. So I'll go ahead and use my scissors to trim off the excess fabrics from the whole fan. Make sure you trim every single bit of excess fabric. So I'll just taking it out one after the other. So I'll keep trimming and keep trimming until I have the fan's perfect shape. So to just seal up the edges, I'm going to be using my glue gun right there to seal up the edges to just make sure it stays put properly, because the gum didn't quite hold the edges, so I needed some concentration on the edges. So that's why I used the gum to just smoothen out the edges. When that was done, I went ahead to start trimming off the edges again to just make sure that I did it smoothly. So this right here is what it looks like. Now for the handle area, I'll just put in some glue gun into it and just put it down that way to just make sure I just cover it up. We'll still cover it finally, but I just like to have that first base, cut off the excess again as usual, which is what I've done right here, so that what we have is the perfect shape of the fan. Now we're going to be holding the fan, and I covered that portion. So what we'll do right here is to open it up. So I'm just going to put my scissors in there and start, bore a hole, and then from there I start cutting off the space areas where the hand is going to be. So I'll just cut it off that way. You just make sure that you are able to trim off the exact shape of the fan holder. Yes, it's going to be rough, but we'll take care of that much later. But just follow me right there. So see that hole right there, we need to cover it up just to make sure there is no loose end hanging. So by the time we're done with this, just make sure that all the edges are trimmed up. So that inner part that looks open, don't worry, we'll take care of it. So this right here is what it looks like. We've created the base. This is what it looks like. So we're going to go ahead and get this strip. Now there are many strips there, any strip of your choice, but that edge right there, we need to cover it up as much as possible so that by the time we finish what we're doing, it's not going to show. So the first thing first is to cover up the edges with the smallest strip that we have right there. So using the glue gun to just fix the gum and then cover it up that way. So I'm going to be doing that all the way around to all the edges, including the inner part as well. Yes, that way. Yeah, but we're going to leave the other side. So we'll get this strip as well and put around the edges, and by the time we're done, this is what it looked like. So we did the down part, we did it all the way around, as you can see, and this is what it looks like. Then for the hand, we're going to be using this strip to wrap it round. So I'll just put my gum right there and get that particular strip and just wrap it all the way around. Make sure while you're doing that, you're covering up all the rough edges of the fan. So this right here is what we're doing right here. So just cover up all the edges, just keep taking it round and round and round and round until it's fully covered. Now while you're doing that, if you find any space, make sure you cover it up so that the work doesn't look rough, it doesn't look tacky and all of that. And that's it. So by the time we did that, I just made sure I looked out for all the rough edges, and so far so good. I found none. So we'll just take this and just cover it right there. At this point, I think I'm satisfied with what I have. I'll just go ahead and assess it and make sure you lock it in there so it's not so visible. So I just cut off the excesses and put it down there. So put gum right there to make sure it stays put and nothing moves it to clean up. So by the time we're done, this right here is what the fan base looks like. So at this point, you can use it like this or go ahead and embellish. But I embellished it, so I'm going to be needing letters and other designs. So this is the name I'm going to put in on it. Feel free to put whatever it is that you want. I bought those letters. They're already pre-cut letters. I bought them and that's what I'm going to be doing. So this is the name and what I'm going to be attaching to it. So I'm going to be using this strip right here to further embellish the edges. So I'll just arrange it all the way around this way down to the bottom area like this, and then I'll also do that for the inner part as well. Don't worry, by the time we do it, you see exactly how it looks like. So I'll come to the inner part right here and just also do it this way as well. So I'll just go ahead and get my gum and start placing it the way I want it to be. So I'll just go. Now this strip, by the way, I also bought it. So feel free to just buy whatever strip or use whatever strip that you think is okay for you to use for this design. It will always work. So I'll just take this all the way around that way, and this is what it looked like by the time I've gone all the way around. And then I'll just come right here and pin it down. So I'm okay with that position. I'll cut it off right there and do this right inside here as well. So I'll just put this right there, put the gum, and just keep arranging it how it wants to be. It's important for you to just outline it first mentally, or even just put it on top to know where it is, because by the time you gum, pulling it off and putting it again, it's going to make your work look rough. So just be careful that you just do it once and for all and do it well. So by the time we finished, we're going to be putting at the edges as well. There was just a small extra that I didn't go down. So I've gotten what I wanted. I put it right there, cut it off by the time we're done, and take it to the other side as well. Put it right there. If you notice there's a little bit of space up there. So I just took a piece of the strip to just make it downward a bit, and adjusted the other side just a little bit, put this right there, and this right here is what it looks like by the time we're done. So you can also use this one like this if you want, but I didn't stop there. I put fringes, so I use a broken glass bead and this crystal bead right here. Let's make this fringe together. So I'll just get my needle and put it into any part that my needle just go through, tie it this way. Just put the needle into the thread and tie, and then I'll do it a second time just to make sure it is secured very well, and then I'll put the needle inside again. I did it 3 times. That was unnecessary, but sometimes for extra security. So I'll go ahead and start creating the fringe. I'll put my needle into the beads right there like that until I get the desired length I want. This is what it looks like. So I'll just push it down that way until I'm satisfied with the length. Just keep doing it until you want. If you want it in 20 inches, it's up to you. But for me, I just wanted 8 inches. So by the time I measured, this right here is what we had. I think I had about 8 inches. So if it's not enough, you add. If there's a little bit of extra, you remove it. So what I had there was exactly 8 inches. I'll go ahead and put my crystal. So I put 2 crystals and 1 sand bead, as you can see. So I'm going to bring the sand bead down just a little bit that way, and then I'll put my needle through the 2 crystal beads and any other maybe 2 or 3 beads. Okay, that was about 6. Just bring it out that way, pull it, make sure it's tight and there's no thread hanging out there, and then I'll go ahead and pick my scissors and just cut off a little bit extra, open up the thread into 2, and then tie it the first time, tie it a second time, and just keep tying it until you're finally tied about 3 4 times. Yeah, just make sure it is 2 to 4 times. If it's more than 4, you're gonna have the thread too thick, so cut it off. And then this right here is what it will look like. So I'm going to go ahead and do it till that point all the way, and this side as well. I've done one on that side too. By the time we finished it, this is what it looked like. Feel free to make it more or less. It's absolutely up to you. And this is what the fan looks like. Thank you so much for watching my video. I'll see you in my next one. Just in case you want it, call me, I'll make it for you. Bye.